Good evening. Thank you for being here. My name is Amber Moffett, and today I will be discussing safety in the workplace. The first idea that I want to go over is behaviors in the workplace. It's basically up to the employee about their actions in the workplace. It's their own will on how they want to act, but there are certain ways they have to act in a workplace in order not to get in trouble. Younger employees act more irresponsible at times compared to older and higher efficiency employees. The employer should be a leader and set the best examples. They should always be the most responsible, taking care of issues and making sure a lot of the workers don't get in fights. Fights usually break out when a lot of employees have different opinions about stuff. So it could be a simple thing about a customer, it could be a simple thing about an order that was taken and that didn't wasn't the right one. So a lot of employees get injured that way by getting into fights. Being aware of the consequences of your action is a excuse me. Being aware of the consequences of your actions. Being, um, you'll have to always be aware of the consequences of your actions. Someone can get seriously injured and can result in terminating someone else's job. The second main idea I want to go over is the health training. Working in fast food, it is required to have a food handler's card. Um, it's more than likely you're going to need one because everything that you're working with involves food and you need to know how to properly handle it. Hygiene is very important in the workplace because if you don't have good hygiene, you can get someone else ill because of the bacteria being exposed in public and a lot of people, some people are more prone to illness than others. Um, for girls, having their hair up is a big important deal in the workplace because if one piece of hair falls in food, we're gonna have a customer complaining, and that's gonna be a really, really bad thing. It can also result in an illness of a customer. They can get seriously sick and maybe get food poisoning depending on whatever the person has in their hair. Say they have lice or something. For guys, it can also apply to guys too. If they have long hair, they have to tie their hair up too. Um, okay, the other main idea I want to talk about is workers' rights. If injured, it is your right to complain to your employer, and if they're not willing to follow their practices needed to help you and instead discriminate you, you can call the OSHA for help, which is the Occupational Safety and Health Administration. What they do is they can get your employer fired for not helping you, for denying you assistance when you need help the most. And your employer is supposed to have a certain practice that they're supposed to follow in case employee gets injured or ill in the workplace. They have to um, let them be assisted in a caring way. They can't just ignore the problem. Um, According to Deidre McCaffey, being injured or suffering illness on the job can contribute to employee stress, job dissatisfaction, and turnover. Um, yeah. In conclusion, in conclusion, what I have learned from this is that it's always in the workplace. You have to be safe no matter what. Um, Making sure all employees are happy is a big responsive concern in the workplace because they can harm others. It's not only the cleanliness of the store, that you have to be aware of, but it's also the being aware of your surroundings, because not only that, they can harm others in a way no one wants to be harmed. And do you guys have any questions? Yes.
If you were to, let's say for example, find something wrong with one of the foods, how would you dispose of it or take care of that?
If we were to find something wrong with the food, we would dispose of it in the trash can because it's not safe to use it anymore.
In any case of a customer complaint, how would you handle that?
In a customer complaint, we go ahead and remake their order as they want it to be. We apologize as always. Never be rude to a customer, and you always have to give them something extra than what they ordered before or what they wanted before. It's always the customer's needs come first, and they're always right.
Thank you.
Anybody else have questions? No? Okay, well, thank you all for coming. It was nice. Thank you.
It's very good. Yay!